Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 42nd segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat, life-changing reality talk. Yes, Honorable Ambassador Buzopat is still my name, and I'm here on this platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Truth is the way to go, and somebody must speak it. And here we are. Today, we will be talking on the topic. We will be speaking on the topic toxic generation. Yes. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, everywhere you open your television, open your radio, okay, go to Facebook, any of the social medias, all you will be seeing, you will be so shocked with all the horrible news that are flying everywhere, the level of atrocities, wickedness, as in things that you can't imagine that is supposed to be heard or just flying up and down, The now quest for money and everything, is a complete drift from what it used to be, but here we are. And then we keep talking, everybody, all you hear is toxic age, toxic generation and all that. But I can authoritatively tell you that after doing an in-depth analysis on this very issue, that I concur is really a generation that something else. Honestly, this is a generation that, they don't really care. They don't really, they don't build healthy relationships. They don't want to be under anyone. They just don't want to follow any due process. They don't have respect. They don't even want to obey anyone. They are always quick to throw words like, I don't care. I don't give any heed. I don't owe anybody anything. But my dears, let me shock you. You do owe people something. You do owe people something. You owe those who you offended an apology. You owe those who have pushed you, or who have supported you. You owe them gratitude. Yes. You owe those who you have looked down on some respect. You owe others who your carelessness and mistake will hurt. You owe them something. Because I really understand there's these people, set of people that will see somewhere and be drinking and say it's their money, it's their life and all that. And then eventually when they're drunk and they will carry their car keys. And a bank manager that have waited and have worked so hard and is just waiting for traffic to subside for him to go, you drive, you ram into the person and you kill the person and it's no longer your life. So there are so many things we do and we say it's my life, which is all filled in this generation. I don't care, I don't give a heck, I don't want to know what anybody says, okay? You really owe people a lot of things. You owe your parents something. You owe yourself something. You owe God something. So you owe somebody something. You really do. You really do. You owe somebody something. So, and there's the need for us to really be very careful what we do and all that. There's need for us to be very accountable, because that's the thing. We must be accountable. We must be very accountable. And being accounting is a personal act of integrity, moral and principle over what trends and over what the society says. And if you understand this, you will know that you forever, if we don't take to heart, if we don't do something about this, if we don't know that we are accountable, and if we don't really, really want to be accountable to something, we will forever live in a broken society, with toxic people all around us, because we must learn to give account. We must learn that we are accountable. We must learn that everything that we want must not just go. Everything that we want to do cannot just go. We can't even afford to live in the broken society, because we must learn, and it's our right to learn, and it's our job to learn. That we must really consider and take into consideration what our action does and what it affects, because it affects people positively and negatively. And so we must really take that. You come across a lot of people who are obsessed to humble you, and they're not even trying to humble you because you need to be humble. They want to humble you by bringing you down from where God has placed you. It gives them joy to do that. It makes them happy to bring you down. And so some people, your confidence actually disturbs them. So some people, your level of independence actually pulls them off, and they do a whole lot of things. But it's either you have right to be upset about it, or actually raise your shoulder above it, and keep living. That's the thing. You cannot eat your cake and have it. There's no way you want to. This generation that we're talking about, the level of toxic that is in this generation, the level of the way people are so mean, people are so bad, people just want to hurt people, and people, the news that you hear every day, your mother just say, I don't want to see my children, you kill them, you kill parents, you kill children, when I heard about a mother telling the first son, that they should come together and kill their second brother so that they can make money. It looks absurd, but that's real. That's the reality. A boy invited a mother to come to the hotel, to come to the house to see him, and she even went buying vegetables and buying fruits and all that, without knowing that the guy wants to kill her for ritual. A neighbor called a small boy and said, please come and help me download WhatsApp. And the boy entered without knowing the neighbor has even dug a grave and was ready to cut off this boy's head. So the level of wickedness is absolute. Everybody should really be very careful. We need to be very careful. We cannot, we can't afford to slow down because it's crazy. We have been wishing it away. We have been thinking it's not real. We've been thinking, who did we offend? How did we get into there? But the reality is that we're here. This is what it is. Toxic generation, this is what it is. So you must learn what do you need? How do we get out of it? We need people. Really, we need people who can be better. We can't afford this thing and say, this is it. We have seen ourselves like this and that is where. No, we really need to do something. This is not the way to go at all. Not the way at all. It's not the way at all. We have been like this, but we really need people who can rise up and say, we have to change this. And we can't do this thing with the old people that are there. It's the younger generations that need to say this is not okay. Whatever is going on needs to stop. The quest for the money. We need people who can be strong, very strong, and then gentle. They will be so strong, but they will be very gentle. We need people who will be so educated and yet they will be very humble. Okay, we need people who can be so fierce, and yet they will be so compassionate. We really need people who will be so passionate, but they can be so wonderful. We need people who can be so disciplined, and yet they can be so free. And in the words of Kavita Ramda, that is exactly the point. We need people who will be, you can achieve all those things you want to achieve, but you'll be so humane, you'll be so kind, you'll be so caring, you'll be so wonderful. These are the kind of people we're looking at. For a lot of people are hurting so much. The world is just giving people, dishing out bad things to people, You don't even know who to trust again. You don't even know who to run to again. Brothers are no longer there. Sisters are no longer there. The envy is actually no longer. Before we say blood is thicker than water, but right now the envy is so much in so many families. The selfishness is so much. The want of give me is so much that you don't know. People do a whole lot. And people condone a whole lot, and a lot happens, and it's so bad. And we cannot afford not to keep quiet because somebody must speak it. A lot of people are hurting so much. People have done a lot to people and they don't even want to live anymore. I don't care who have left you. I really do not care. And why? I don't want to know. But let me tell you something this afternoon. My prayer is that they will never meet you where they left you. That is one assurance I want to give you. The grace of God is so perfect. The grace of God is so okay. The grace of God is enough, because when the grace of God is upon your life, it will make your load, to become your ladder. It will make your pain to become your gain. It will make your rejection to become a selection. And you will be there, beautiful things. People you don't know, messengers of destiny will locate you. Yes, it will stop your knockdown from being a knockout. You will not end like the enemy wanted. You will not end like they planned. A lot of people, if to say your life is in the hands of men, you will be dead a long time ago. But you're breathing, you are alive. That means so many things are there. It doesn't matter how bad this generation is. You had to stand out. You had to be different. You don't have to follow the selfishness. You don't have to follow the wickedness. You don't have to follow the sense of entitlement that is everywhere. You don't have to follow no respect, no compassion, no fear of God, no fear for parents, no fear for authority, no fear for anything. You don't have to follow the toxic. Forget about the fact that, everywhere you turn to. But if you be different, like Michael Jackson sang and said, if you want a world to be a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. We don't want to know exactly what's going on everywhere. It's so much. It is so. If we continue to talk about it, we will not end it. But I want you to know that you can stand out, and blessings will follow you. You can make the difference. You can just be toxic people, toxic situation, toxic environment, toxic society, toxic everything. But then your life is different, and if you choose to be different, you'll be that big, but you'll be that humble. You'll be that wonderful, but you'll be that kind. You'll be that. You have the need to care for other people and bless lives around you. Blessings will follow you. That I know. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what. Believe me. If you make a decision to become different from this, and that you will not hurt people that didn't hurt you, that you will not even say things about people who didn't do anything to you, that toxic or not toxic, that you will choose not to be. You choose to be a blessing. You choose to be a milk of human kindness flowing out of you. Then the life, you will be fine. It is wonderful, really. It's wonderful. And I want to tell you that it is doable and you can do it, Don't follow the trend. Don't follow what the society is saying. Don't follow the justification going on in social media. A lot of things, a lot of bad things, no matter how bad that thing is, that people are screaming and holding their head, somebody will justify it in social media. Because there are crazy, mad people everywhere. Crazy mentality everywhere. Lazy mentality everywhere. People who just want to sow seed of discord, people who just love where it is not working. That is it. And when they are supporting you in social media, don't think it's because you're right. Don't think because they love you. They are faceless and nameless. They will push you to your dungeon. They will push you to your timely death. They will push you to commit crime that only you will go and suffer for. So you don't need to follow the trend. You don't need to follow what's going on. Make a decision today to be the best you can be, to actually do something. And don't want you. Yes, we know that things are bad already in the society. It is absolutely bad, but you can be a different person. People are still getting blessing. People are still jumping and passing. People are still being the best. So you be part of those ones. Thank you so much. This is just what I want us to know, want us to share, and want us to relate with, because it is doable. Don't forget that it doesn't matter how bad the situation is. You can be singled out from the crowd to be the different standout. That's what I'm begging you, and be the best you can ever be. Don't forget to follow me. Yes, I say follow me. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, when you talk about things that are good, things that can lift society, things that can impact people, it's hardly you get people who will subscribe and want to share and share. Go naked right now. You will see them. You will have 1 million followers, but God forbid bad thing. We will follow the way that needs to be going. It doesn't matter how slow it is. We will continue. We'll be consistent. We will say the right things, and we will do the right things. And we pray to God to give us the grace to continue to maintain and be who we're supposed to be. Yes, a lot of people don't want to do anything right anymore, but it's not our fault. Follow those who you want to gossip. Follow those, do all those things. But I ask you, subscribe this, and because we're consistent, and when you subscribe, click the notification button so that you will get to know when I drop another video. And again, follow me on Instagram and be inspired with ambassador.buzo, and then follow me in Facebook, be inspired with Buzopat group, and join our wonderful family. Let's continue to roll. Infinite wisdom comes from above. We didn't buy it from the market. It is God who gave us. And then we're sharing it with you so that everywhere will be fine. At least, even if you don't change the whole world, you change your family. You let the children have a good upbringing. You let this, where you are in the office, you give them peace. Where you go to market, you be considerate. These things matters a great deal. And I leave you in peace, like I always say. And peace I leave you. Peace, I will meet you in peace next week, Wednesday. I will be there. And by God's grace, you will be there. And together we'll continue to roll and shine. God bless you. Bye.